Hello, and welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We have entered into the year 1412, and this is part A, and we are here with our Barnett family, and as you can see, Theo is not doing so great. He's feeling a little bit terrified. The Grim Reaper had come over and taken another one of our chickens, and so he's just not real happy about it. He fears the Reaper, and so he's just really struggling just a little bit with how that all has kind of played out. I'm gonna go ahead and get him to do a little bit of milking the goats here. He has already tended to a little bit of the gardening, and we did have Kelvin go and take care of the chickens already this morning. It is going to be Greta's birthday, and so once she gets up out of bed, we are gonna have her come on in here, and she is going to blow out her candles because it is already about 8 o'clock in the morning here. So I am going to have her come in here. She is going to blow out her candles, and we are going to have her go ahead and age up into a teen. And hopefully she's going to have herself a successful birthday. As we know, she is aging up, and Theo does not like birthdays, but it is time for her to go ahead and age up. So we are hoping that that is going to be successful for her, and that she's going to be able to make it into teenage years. Now, we will also, when we do her death roll to find out if she is going to be marrying and how many children she's going to be having. So that is something that we can also look forward to when we do her roll after we give her her makeover. So that will be fun. She has woken up though feeling pretty angry because she is hot-headed. So she's woken up feeling a little bit angry this morning. Even though it's her birthday, she's just not really a happy girl. But happy birthday, Greta, nonetheless. It is time for you to age up into a teen. So we are going to go ahead and let her celebrate her birthday here. And then we are going to hop into cast with her and give her her makeover. And then we will roll and see if she's going to be able to survive this teen age up, which will be exciting. So she has aged up. She has gained romantic trait level 3. Wow. Teenagedom, romantic travails, sweaty gym shorts, and hormonal upheavals await. Best buckle those boots. The ride starts here. And so we love that for her. She is hot-headed, she is a light sleeper, and she is untalented. We are also going to randomize, and she's going to get the good trait. And we are going to give her, let's do a regency trait for her. How about we do that she wants to have a lasting legacy. And let's go ahead and jump into cast with her and give her her makeover. Okay, so here is Greta Barnett as a teen, and this is what she looks like. And we are going to be going ahead and we are going to be rolling the dice for her. For this teen age up, she can't roll a 1 or a 6. So we are going to go ahead and pull up the dice, and we are going to see if she is going to be able to survive this age up or not. So let's go ahead and give that a roll. She rolls a 3, which is a successful roll. She is going to be able to age up into a teen. Well, she has aged up to a teen and she has survived. We are also going to be rolling a D20 to find out if she's going to marry. If she rolls a 1 or 2, she will not marry. A 3 to 20, she will. So let's go ahead and we are going to roll again. She rolls a 4, so she is going to get married. And she is going to have no children. All right, no children for her. Even though she wants a lasting legacy, she's not going to have any children. That's unfortunate. All right, so she will get married, but she will not have children. So I'll put all that information on the timeline, and we are going to go ahead and jump back into the game. So we are back in the game here, and I have updated the timeline of when Greta is going to be aging up again and when she's going to be getting married, which is super exciting. But she is currently here in the game, and we are super excited that We have Greta, our firstborn, and she has made it into her teen years. And obviously we are going to need to be looking for her some suitors. And Theo is going to need to find her someone that she can settle down with. So he's going to need to be looking for someone for her to meet so that he can find her someone that he can secure her to get married to. Hopefully she'll be able to find someone that she will be able to spend her life with. Now, obviously we have Timur that's in the game, and she could potentially marry him because he's still a teenager. He is a little bit older than her, but he's still a teenager. Other than that, we don't have any other teens, I don't think, in the game right now. So we may have to put some more families in the game if they don't really get along. So we could see how that goes to see if they get along, and if they don't get along, we will have to look and see if there's anyone else that she could potentially maybe get into a relationship with, and we will kind of go from there. But she's going to start trying to meet some teen boys and making some friendships, making some relationships, so that she can start getting ready to head towards getting herself married off. Obviously, she's not going to be able to have children due to the fact that she ruled that she can't have kids, but she will be able to go ahead and, at the very least, get herself married. I'm not sure why she is not going to be able to have children. We will have to maybe figure out why she's unable to have kids, but she unfortunately is not able to have children, and so that is super unfortunate for her that is how this has played out. But, you know, she's definitely not the heir of this family. Kelvin is the heir of this family. So hopefully he'll be able to age up to a teen, and he'll be able to marry off and have children and be able to carry on the legacy of the Barnett family. Obviously, her being married, even if she did marry and had children, they would have a different family name. But we'll just have to see kind of how that goes. I was kind of hoping she would have kids because I was wanting our community to grow, but it just didn't seem to kind of work out that way. But that being said, we are going to go ahead and we are going to head over into our McFergus family, and we're going to check on our main household and see how they're doing, because as we know, Erlene is pregnant and we want to see how they're doing. So let's go ahead and head over to our main household. Okay, so we have arrived here in our main household, and as you can see, everyone seems to be doing pretty good. Erlene is currently in her second trimester. She'll be in her third trimester in 6 hours. We are just going to check on little Rowana. Looks like she is actually doing pretty decent, which is fantastic for us. And I think that Lulich is actually the one that started this painting. So I'm going to have him come over here and just finish this. And I'm going to have Erling come over and change Rowana's diaper because she is looking a little bit dirty. So we're going to have her come over and just change her diaper and clean her up a little bit. She definitely needs a little bit of tender love and care here. And then I am going to have her go ahead and come on down and start tending to some of the things here at the house, because obviously we need to make sure that everything is good here. So we're going to see if we can get Erlene to gather some honey, and she can bond with the bees here in our bee boxes. That one needs a mite treatment, and we'll get her to bond with these bees as well. It looks like our garden is in desperate need of being weeded. So I'll have Lulit come out and do some weeding on the garden. And also we need to do some evolving. So we'll get some evolving done here. I don't think we have like any bugs going on, so that's good. But we are getting really, really close to our harvest time. So we do want to make sure that our plants are, you know, doing really well and they're getting ready to be harvested. So we're going to make sure our garden is in tip-top shape. Erlene's just gonna deal with Rowana, and then she'll come out and deal with the bees. And I will also have her maybe check on our animals. She's like taking her sweet little time. Can you please? Okay, good. Oh, she brought the baby outside to get stung by the bees. Well, that's not really what I wanted, but that's perfectly fine. She's not doing very good at bonding with these bees, and I don't think she found any honey either. No, she didn't. Well, good. All right, you can go ahead and finish up with those bonding, and then collect some eggs and clean the coop, and then call these chickens to eat. And where did Pumpkin run off to? There she is. We'll milk Pumpkin as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and have Erlene take care of some of the animals here. And then once she's done with that, we'll have her go ahead and take Rowana in the house. All right, so she is just going to make sure that she gets all of this all taken care of. I do think she just got an orange egg. Oh, no, she didn't, but she did get 3 eggs. So we'll put those in the fridge. As we know, we do definitely need food or, you know, things to cook with. So we'll put those eggs in the fridge. How is she doing for food? Pretty good. So once she brings Rowana in, we'll go ahead and let her grab a bite to eat, because she is pregnant, so she will need to go ahead and get herself a bite to eat soon. Lulik, I think, is doing pretty good as far as his needs go. Yeah, he is. But he wants to chat with his wife, so it looks like he's trying to come over and have a little bit of a word with her. So we'll have them go ahead and kind of chat a little bit. He kind of wants to ask her out. Obviously, they have a little bit of a crush on, or he has a little bit of a crush on her, so he does want to ask her out. They did go on a date already. I may have them go out on a little bit of another date so that they can go ahead and mark that off. You remember they had gone in the last episode on a little bit of a stroll, so we may have them go out on another little date, and then I'll be able to mark that off as them going out on a couple of dates here, so that she'll be able to meet that aspiration. He still needs to get up to level 5 of his instrument, so I may have him come on in here and play a little bit more on his lute, and that'll be good. Okay, clearly you can't milk Pumpkin right now, so go ahead and go on in and take Rowana in the house. I think that Pumpkin is maybe asleep. So she's going to go ahead and get Rowana and take her inside, and we'll make sure that she is taken care of instead of left out here in the garden, out in, you know, the kind of cool temperatures for the day. I mean, it is winter after all. So we'll take her on inside, and then we'll let her go ahead and get herself a bite to eat. Rowana's like, why are you leaving me in the floor? Rowana is definitely not as good at doing these milestones as Kalina was. Kalina, you know, she made and met a lot of milestones really quickly. Rowana's not as quick to meet these milestones. But so Mom's just playing peekaboo with Rowana, and then we're gonna go ahead and get her to do a little bit of timey time if she can, and see if we can get Rowana to meet a little bit of milestones, and hopefully that, you know, she'll be able to do that. The chickens and the goat are just like really into this baby. They're like, oh my goodness, look at this little girl. Yeah, exactly. Rowan's like, I do not want to learn anything. Why are you making me be on my stomach? This is awful. We just want you to lift your head, sweet girl. Just learn how to lift your head. There you go. Good job. And you learned how to laugh. Okay, well, we'll take it. All right, so she is just going ahead and milking Pumpkin finally. And we are able to get ourselves a little bit of milk for the fridge. And I am going to have her go ahead and ask Lulik if he wants to go on a bit of a date. So let's see if he wants to do that. Go to the woods to gather logs. I mean, sure, you can do that. We'll send her out to gather some logs, and when she gets back, maybe they can do a little bit of a date activity. He is just about, I think, to reach level 4 of his skill. Yep, he is. There Heir is level 4 of his loot skill. He needs one more skill, one more level, and he'll have met that little bit of that goal there, which is fantastic. So I am loving that for him. He's going to go out and do a little bit of bird watching. So he's just practicing a little bit of bowing currently. What can you do anything as far as soon as she gets back home, we'll see if she can go ahead and ask him if he wants to go like on a stroll or something. I think she is almost able to come back to the house here from her being out getting things from the woods. And when she does, we'll have her go to the washroom and grab herself a quick bite to eat. She's obviously gonna need to eat something, and she's needing a little bit of a bath. She's starting to feel really gross, so we'll have her do that. She is currently in her 3rd trimester and could go into labor at any time, and we are excited about that, so we love that. Oh, she came back with 20 freshly gathered logs. Okay, what does that look like in her inventory? Oh, there they are. Okay, that's wonderful, and we are thankful for that. All right, so we are going to let her go ahead and eat something, and then she is going to get herself a little bit of a bath here because she's feeling really, really dirty. So we'll have her go ahead and get herself a bit of a bath, and then we will have her go and talk to Lulic and see about them possibly going out on a little bit of a date. Oh, she wants to make out with him. Well, we can definitely do that, but also we want to go on a date. Let's do some activities. No, she's gonna ask him about his soulmate. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like, well, you're my soulmate. And we're going to discuss some etiquette with him. Okay, get out of the bath. You're clean enough. I want you to go and talk to Lulic now. And I want to figure out how to take you guys on a date. How did I do that last time? It was just a normal option here. They're going to talk about their life together. Go do something together. Let's just go for another stroll. So they are going to go ahead and head out for a little bit of a stroll together. She's like, well, don't leave me behind. She's like, do you want to... Oh, look at them make out. She's like, do you want to go out for a little bit of a stroll? He's like, I'd rather just sit here and kiss you. She's like, well, I know, but also maybe we could go out for a little bit of a stroll together. They're so cute together. They clearly are into one another, which we absolutely love. But she is going to go ahead and talk him into going on a stroll with her, and we absolutely love that. He is going to go ahead and miss work for the simple fact that I think she is going to be going into labor soon. So she's like, do you want to go on a stroll with me? And he's like, I would love to go on a stroll with you. So they're going to go out. They're going to go on a little bit of a stroll together. Oh, Rowana has learned how to grab. We love that for her. So off they go out to their little stroll, which is going to be this second date for them. And I am going to let them have their little stroll, and I'll see you when they get back. Okay, so they have returned home from their stroll, and it would seem they're both feeling pretty flirty. It says she's getting hot in here. When a relationship is this heated, Erlene knows where this conversation is heading. They've had an otherworldly kiss. When love runs soul deep, a kiss is no longer just a kiss. And she's happy because she's near the one she loves. Things are just brighter when she's near her soulmate. And she, like I said, is in her 3rd trimester and about to give birth at any time. And she had a funny date. She laughed a lot on that date, and it put her in a great mood. So we absolutely love that. So she has gone on 2 dates here. So we are going to go ahead and mark that off. And now she just needs to become an adult and be married to her best friend. I do believe that he is her best friend. I am going to take a look at the panel and see if he is her best friend, but I am pretty sure he is. Let me take a look. So he is her best friend. Yeah, he is her best friend. So we love that for them. So I am going to go ahead and mark that off as well because he is her best friend. And she just needs to become an adult now. What does he need to do? He needs to achieve level 5 in his music to mark off his aspiration. So I think he only just needs to come in here and play some more of his lute. And she is currently just getting herself a little bit of rest. Why don't you actually go upstairs and sleep in your bed, Arlene? I think that'd be better than you actually taking a nap. We're going to send her off to bed and let her get some actual like good night's sleep. It is almost 9 o'clock at night, and so we're gonna let her go get some good rest. I will actually maybe have Lulick go ahead and put Rowana in her crib. That way we can have him just take her on up to bed. Well, great. Can we not put her in her crib? Am I gonna have to teleport her? Maybe so. So let me put her up here, and then he can put her in her crib. All right, so we'll put her up here. Now he can put her in her crib. Put Rowana to bed. Put Rowana to bed, please. There you go. All right, and Lulick, why don't you actually go ahead and go to bed too? I think tomorrow is going to be a busy day for everyone. You will most likely be having a little one be born. And tomorrow we also have some birthdays that we're going to be celebrating. On top of Arlene giving birth, we are going to be celebrating Regina Barnett's birthday as well as Ulrich Pruitt's birthday. So that's really, really exciting. But I will see you in the morning when everyone wakes. Okay, it is officially the next morning and Lulick is up. Also, we got a notification that someone would like to purchase this vase that she made. So I'm going to get her up. She's going to go ahead and go and ship that on Plopsy. And then we are going to go ahead and we are going to have her go and get herself a bite to eat. She is feeling a little bit hungry this morning. So we're going to have her go and do that. And then once she eats something, we'll have her come up and feed the little one, because it does look like Rowana is feeling a little bit hungry as well. So I'll have her come up and give Rowana a feed. Lulick is just out here fixing the clothesline, which is fantastic. So I will have him finish that, and then he's going to come in and he's going to do a little bit more practicing on his lute. And once he's done practicing, we'll have him grab a serving of food as well so that he can practice some playing, and hopefully he'll be able to get that up to level 5 so that he can meet that milestone, which will be fantastic. So we are definitely getting a lot closer to Arlene going into labor, and I am really excited about that. Oh, Annabelle has sent us a gift, and it will be arriving in the mail soon. Okay, well, we love that. And so we are going to go ahead. Why don't you go upstairs? You need to feed your baby. Come up here and feed her. Come feed Rowana. Come on. What do you mean you can't get to her? Okay, well, now can you get to her? Come feed your baby. Sometimes when they're in the crib, they can't get to them, and I don't really know what that's all about. We're going to go ahead and have her give her baby a little bit of a feed here, and then Rowana will not be so cranky, so that would be fantastic. Looks like Rowana is also desperate for a little bit of a wee, so after she has eaten something, maybe we can also change her diaper, or maybe let's just give her a bath. That will be good. All right, so she's going to take her down and give her a little bit of a bath. We love that. It is actually harvest, so you're not going to give her a bath? Give Rowana a bath. There you go. So we're going to go ahead and give Rowana a bath. I am going to get you to stop playing your lute for now so you can go get yourself a bite to eat, and then we're going to need to go out there, and everyone's going to need to work together so that we can get our garden harvested. So I will get you to harvest over here, and I will get you to harvest over here, and we're going to harvest together, and that will be fantastic. So harvest, please. So everyone is going to do a little bit of harvesting and making sure that everything is good to go for our winter harvest. I'm going to get you to come over here and you can collect some beeswax from everything. And you can see about getting some honey out of the honey tree. Go ahead and you can evolve these trees and maybe you can harvest these as well. Great. And did you get some honey? Yep. So let's go ahead and filter that, please. All right, honey, why don't you go ahead and go put her in her crib. Luluka's like, I can totally do that. Okay, at least at the very least, bring her inside. You can collect the jars of honey. And then we are going to put everything away in our fridge. All right, so what do we currently have? We have, let's take a look and see. So we have 43 sage, can go in the fridge. We have 10 grow fruit. We have 15 onions and the 6 honey. Perfect. And then we have Lulik has 48 spinach, 24 pears, 35 garlic, 25 onions, and I think that's all he has. 5 sage. Perfect. Okay. So if we look at our calendar, we will see that it is harvest. There are 2 more days really for winter, but those 2 days are basically for us to take everything out of the garden and we will start preparing for our next season, which is spring, and starting to get everything ready to plant things for our spring season. So that is wonderful. We will definitely be getting ourselves ready for that. But for now, we are just going to go ahead and enjoy the fact that we just had a great harvest. We're going to send Lulik off to the washroom, and we're also going to send... She's like, I can't go to the washroom. What do you mean? He's in the washroom. Why don't you go and search some pockets and do a little bit of wash, and then when he's done in the washroom, I'll let you go ahead and go use the washroom yourself. That will be really, really good for us to get that done. Obviously, we have these watermelons. We could go ahead and pull them up, but I'm kind of hoping that they're going to grow a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to leave those for now because they are year-round. And so we'll just leave them for now and in the hopes that they're going to grow. I'm going to get him back in here. He can continue to play his lute a little bit. And then once he's finished playing his lute, we will be able to get him to come out. Maybe he can collect some eggs and he can call the chickens to eat. That'll be good. And she is just going to wash a little bit of this laundry and then hang it up on the line. And then I'll send her off to the washroom. So that'll be great. So once this is all cleaned up, we'll hang that up. All right, hang that clothes on the line and then go to the washroom. Then you'll be able to replace that water, and we'll add a laundry additive to that so that we can put some fresh flowers in that water for the next load of wash that we need to do. And he is already about halfway through level 4 here of his lute playing, so we absolutely love that he's getting much closer to his level 5 already. That's great news. Let's add a daisy to this water here. You know what? Actually, she could probably go over and get the eggs and call the chickens to eat since he is busy. And then he won't have to do that. When he's done, he can look for a frog and he can go fishing. And you can go over here and milk Pumpkin when you're done with the chickens, Arlene. She's like, where the heck did Pumpkin go? Where did Pumpkin go? Pumpkin is being difficult. Pumpkin, we are trying to milk you. Can you not? Alright, so we are getting us a little bit of milk. We've got ourselves a little bit of eggs. We are loving this. Loving life. Okay. Oh, we also got 5 garlic. I didn't see that in there. We'll put that in the fridge also. We love to see it. She got 2 death flowers. So that's fantastic. That'll keep her from passing away, I guess. But I don't necessarily need her to not pass away. Obviously, if she has this baby and she rolls to pass away, then she will have to pass away, death flower or not. But yeah, I'll have her come over here and we'll get her to bond with the bees a little bit, because we definitely want her bonding with the bees, making some relations with the bees. So I'm going to have her go ahead and do that. And we're just waiting for her to go into labor at this point, and hopefully that will definitely come through. And once she's done bonding with the bees, I'll have her come over here and she can check the mail. Oh, why don't you also do a little bit more tummy time with Rowana? My goal is that she can go ahead and learn some milestones. So we definitely want her doing that. Lulik is literally just about to level 5 here, and then he's going to be meeting that aspiration goal, the first portion here, and we'll be able to find out what he needs to do next for the second portion of his truly accomplished goal. So that's going to be really fun. She's like, come on, Rowana, I just want you to learn how to lift your head, baby. You can do this. Rowana's like, I don't want to do it. I didn't say I couldn't. I said I don't want to. But she did nonetheless, and we are so happy about it. Come on, Lulik. Let's go ahead and level that loot skill up. There we go. We love to see it. Alright, so we have leveled up. Now he needs to paint 5 pictures and achieve level 5 of painting. And Arlene has decided that she likes gardening. Great. So now he wants to achieve level 5 of painting, so he'll start painting a little bit more, and he'll be able to gain in that skill, so we love that. He has decided that he was unable to catch a frog. I think he has a frog, a singular frog, just a tiger frog, and he has 2 death frogs, but they aren't worth anything, so I can't even sell those, so that's not necessarily great, but it is what it is. He has gotten to level 3 of fishing, but he has not caught anything currently. If he does catch something, obviously we'll be able to use that for cooking, and so that's great news. I am going to be, like I said, removing everything out of the garden except for maybe the year-round stuff. All of the winter plants, though, we will be replacing and starting to look for planting spring things. I just couldn't think there for a second. We'll be trying to plant spring things once spring gets here. So hopefully when the season changes over, we'll be able to send Arlene out foraging, and she'll be able to find some things that we can get for spring, and that will be fantastic. So it does look like he caught a trout and a perch. I do think that's probably enough fish for us for meals, so I will go ahead and let him go ahead and stop fishing for now. And she is currently just spraying for bugs and watering the garden, since she has decided she loves gardening so much. She's just over here kind of taking care of some things that need to be taken care of. He has already met his harvest goal for the day. She still needs to do that. I don't know if she's going to be able to do that or not, though, considering the only thing she really wants to do is collect honey, and she, it seems, has not been able to do that because there is no honey in the bee boxes to collect, and the wild tree doesn't count. So I hate that. Actually, I'm going to count it because she collected honey from that, and so I'm going to say that counts. Oh my God, she has gone into labor. All right, so Arlene is in labor currently. She's like, I'm over here messing with the garden, and it sent her right into labor. So we're going to go ahead. we're going to take her on in the house. We're going to let her give birth to her baby. Who are you? Oh, Allison McFergus. Okay, I'm going to send you home. We're kind of busy. I know you want to visit, but there's just a lot going on right now. We're going to have her come on up here. We're going to have this baby, and we're going to see what comes of this. As we know, this is their second pregnancy, her and Lulick. So we are going to see how this goes. As we also know, we are hoping for an heir. They did have a little boy, but he was stillborn. So we are wanting her to hopefully have a boy. We do need a little heir for this family. So let's hope that Arlene has a successful labor and delivery and that her and baby are okay. But we are going to hope for a little boy. Okay, Arlene, you've got this. She's like, oh, seriously. Oh, it hurts so bad. I know it does. I know it does. Oh, the poor dear. She's so cute. Okay, Arlene, let's do this. Alright, so we have had a boy. We are going to name this little guy Hamlin. Hamlin McFergus. Oh, she's had another little boy. Okay, we have had twins. We are going to name this little boy Dedrick. Alright, twin boys. We love to see it. Alright, so we have had twin sons. We are going to obviously need to roll for mom and babies to see if they are going to be able to make it. And for that, we are, as we know, going to roll for mom twice. And she can't roll a 1, 11, or a 2. So let's go ahead and open up our dice and we will see if mom is going to be able to make it. And let's give that a roll. No 1, 11, or 2. Mom's good. All right. And for the babies, they can't roll a 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or a 20. Let's roll for the boys. All right. So we have a 6 and a 7. So as we know, that means one of our boys are going to pass away. Hamlin is going to be able to make it. Dedrick is not. So I will go ahead and update this information on the timeline, and then we will take Dedrick away from mom. All right, so we have updated everything on the timeline here. We are going to go ahead and take Dedrick away. So he is unfortunately stillborn. We hate that for him. I am going to go ahead and get mom to give Hamlin a little bit of a feed here, and we'll have her go ahead and love on her little boy. We do have ourselves an heir, and as we know, he will be able to age up to an infant in 2 days time, and so we love that. And we won't have to roll for him until he has to age up to a toddler, so he is safe until then. But we have ourselves a little heir here in the family, and we love that for him. Look how happy she is. Obviously, she is super sad that she has lost Dedrick, but she does have herself a little boy here, and they have had themselves an heir in this family, and we absolutely love to see that. That being said, we are going to go ahead and we are going to head over to the Barnett residence because Regina is aging up into a child, and so we do want to go ahead and go and celebrate her birthday with her. So let's go ahead and head over to the Barnett family, and we're going to see Regina. Okay, so we have arrived in the Barnett residence. I have no idea why the Grimm is still here. We are going to go ahead and ask him to leave, maybe. Can you just leave? Just leave. Can you leave? No? Okay, well, whatever. All right, so we are going to add some birthday candles to this cake. And we are going to go ahead and celebrate a birthday with Regina. So it does look like Dad is currently not at home, but we can have Greta go ahead and celebrate the birthday with Regina. So I'm going to have her go ahead and help Regina blow out her candles. And we are going to celebrate with little Regina, who is aging up into a child. And hopefully she will have herself a successful birthday. Obviously, Theo's not here to be nervous about this age up, but let's hope that Regina does make it, because otherwise he'll come home to a very, very sad day losing a little girl. So let's hope that doesn't happen. So we are going to be aging up little Regina, and we'll be seeing her hopefully turning into a child, and we'll be giving her her little makeover here. Look at her. She's like, thank you so much, sister, for letting me blow out those candles. That's so sweet of you. And now she is going to become a big girl. And Regina has aged up into a child. Childhood, boundless creativity, rule breaking, and temper tantrums await. Let the games begin. We are going to randomize our traits, and she is going to be shady, sly, suspect, and backstabbing for no legit reason. These Sims seem to never keep it real. Not only can't they be real to others, they can't even be real with themselves. If you're looking for someone to be loyal and have your back, do not interact with a shady Sim, period. She is also going to be... let's do... What else can we do for her? Let's do genius, and let's do gloomy for her. And I'm going to give her a mental skill. Let's do whiz kid. All right, and let's go ahead and jump into cast with her and give her her makeover. Okay, here is Regina Barnett as a child and what she looks like. And we are going to go ahead and roll for her and see if she is going to be able to survive her child years. She can't roll a 3 or a 9. So let's go ahead and pull up the dice for her and see if she is going to be able to make it. So we are going to go ahead and give that a roll. And she rolls a 13, which is a successful roll. She is going to get another 28 days on the calendar. And we are going to go ahead and jump back into the game. And then we are going to head over to the Pruitt residence and see Ulrich, because he is aging up into a teen. Okay, we have arrived here at the Pruitt residence, and we are going to be going ahead and aging up little Ulrich here so that he can become a teenager. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if they have a cake. I'm not sure if they do, but we'll take a look and see. I figure they probably do, but we'll take a look and see. Yes, of course they do. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this cake out, and we will have Ulrich come up here, and he can blow out the candles, and then we will go ahead and celebrate his birthday and age him up into a teenager. As we know, Mariella is taking care of these boys by herself now that Thomas has passed away, so she's just raising her stepchildren by herself. But, you know, it is what it is. But happy birthday, Ulrich. You are now aging up into a teenager, which is really, really exciting. We are thrilled about this for you. And Ulrich has aged up into a teen, teenagedom, romantic travails, sweaty gym shorts, and hormonal upheavals await. Best buckle those boots. The ride starts here. And he got romance level 1. He is cheerful. He is a light eater. He is an angler. And we are going to randomize. He is going to be a natural gamer. No, I don't think so. How about he will be good. All right, and we are going to do a family one for him. Let's do that. He wants to do family time. Whoa, and let's go ahead and jump into cast with him and give him his makeover. Okay, so here is Ulrich Pruitt. This is what he looks like. And we are going to be rolling the dice for him to see if he's going to be able to survive his teen years, and also rolling to see if he is going to be able to marry. So for him. He can't roll a 1 or a 6. We are going to go ahead and pull up the dice and give that a roll and see if he is going to be able to make it for his teen years. So let's go ahead and give that a roll. He rolls a 6. He is going to die. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. All right, so Ulrich is not going to make it. We are going to have to find out what it is that he has died from. So let's go ahead and we will open up our wheel and find out what it is that Ulrich is passing away from. And that, I can't believe that. Like, oh my gosh. We haven't had a teen die in a really long time. So that's a lot. But he is passing away. We are going to go ahead and give this a spin and find out what it is that Ulrich is passing away from. Murder. He was murdered. Oh my God. That's awful. All right, so Ulrich was murdered, and that is why he unfortunately has died, and he is not going to make it. We are going to unfortunately have to take him away from the family. He is not going to be able to survive. Mariella is going to be just heartbroken losing another Pruitt boy. So let's go ahead and jump back into the game and take Ulrich away. Okay, so now that we are back in the game here, we are just going to go ahead and we are going to have to kill Ulrich. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. This is awful. So I'm going to actually kill him death by poison. I think that would be a good way to kill him just because, you know, he died by murder. So I'm going to say he was poisoned. So he's going to die death by poison, and we'll say that he was poisoned and that someone murdered him that way. I don't know who poisoned him, but someone has poisoned him. He has died, and we are losing Ulrich as a teen here, which is super, super sad. We absolutely hate that. I'm actually going to maybe have Mariella see if she can plead for him. I don't know if it will work, but we're going to plead for him. We'll see if we can plead for him. So, I mean, let's face it, the likelihood that we're actually going to be able to have him live is probably slim because the Grim hates our guts. But, you know, we'll give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? Grim will say no. I mean, probably. We're going to go ahead and go here. She's going to see him. She's going to be like, oh my God, he's dead. She's mourning. She's so sad. She's like, this cannot be happening. So she is going to go ahead and plead for Ulrich. Stop witnessing the death and plead for Ulrich. So she's going to say, please don't take him away. I've already lost my husband. You can't take away my stepson as well. Please, please, please. And so she's pleaded for him and says, Grim grants Ulrich a reprieve from death and takes their prize of a death frog from Mariella. Are you kidding? Oh my God, that's great. Okay, great. So he has been brought back to life. Okay, Ulrich is going to live. We absolutely love that. All right, so he is not going to die. He's going to get another 36 days on the timeline. We are going to be able to roll for him and see if he is going to be able to marry. So let us go ahead and pull up the dice for Ulrich. Look at him. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe you saved my life. Look how happy he looks. He's like, yes. We love that. All right, so we are going to pull up the dice. We're going to give that a roll. We roll a d20 to find out if he is going to be able to marry. And he is going to have 3 children. All right, we love that for him. So I love this. I love that we have ended this on a pretty decent note. I mean, we did lose one of our twins in the main household, but we have saved Ulrich's life. He's going to get another 36 days on the timeline. He is going to be able to marry, and this Pruitt name is going to be able to move on with him, and obviously he'll be able to marry and have children so our community can grow, which is fantastic. And Mariella is feeling really, really great because she has saved a sim from death. It says the Grim Reaper, listen to her, please. and a sin was brought back from the brink of death, and we absolutely love that. But that being said, guys, I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in 1412 Part B, where we are going to be seeing Hamlin McFergus in our main household age up into an infant. And we'll probably be seeing Arlene and her husband try again for another baby. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.